Hi and welcome to another video from Tech4rc.com. In today's video we're going to be covering fitting a plug and play Vibe unit to the Spektrum DX6i transmitter. You'll need a medium-sized Phillips screwdriver and a small Phillips screwdriver. First job is to pop the batteries out. While I'm doing this, we use this foam insert out of the box to lie the transmitter in. Just protects the trim tab switches and joysticks. You can use a rolled up towel or some foam just to sit it on, but you do need something for it to go on. What I'm going to do now is remove the 6 screws that hold the back on the transmitter. I'm using a magnetic screwdriver, so it just makes removing the screws a little bit easier. We'll just pop the screws into the transmitter tray just to keep them safe. Just pop this last one out. Next job is to get hold of the back and just pull it up gently and pull it backwards. Inside there are 3 connectors, 2 4-way and 1 2-way. What we want to do is grab hold of the left hand of the 3 connectors, grab the wire in as much of the connector as you can and just twist it left to right and pull up. These have been removed before, so they're a little bit easier, but these are quite tight when they're first removed. Again, just grab hold of it left to right, and again just get hold of the last 2-way connector for the battery, pull that out. We'll put that to one side. Right, so that's the transmitter back off. We'll open the bag and take out the plug and play Vibe unit. So what we've got here is the motor, the controller and the connector loom. First job what we need to do is there's a 2mm screw. You want your small Phillips screwdriver, and there's a small stanchion on the joystick moulding. What we need to do, just grab hold of the motor in your fingers and put the screw on top of that hole. Just make sure the screw is upright and just start tightening that up. You are screwing into plastic, so do not over tighten this or you'll strip the thread. You can feel it when it's getting tighter. It's quite a long screw to hold this firmly, and just do it up so it's nice and firm. And what you need to do is just check that when you push on the end of the motor that it doesn't move. What you need to do is make sure that the weight on the end of the motor is clear of the bracket. That's fine, it's sticking out a little bit at the back end and the front end stuck out a little bit, so that's held perfectly. What I'm doing now, remove the backing from the double-sided tape. Just put the wires down nicely, put that into place and just push that down firmly. That'll just hold the control unit in place. What we need to do now is remove this 6-way connector. These are quite tight. I find that these long nose tweezers, you can put it just on the edge and flick these up. Like I say, they are very tight when new. And another way to do it is just pop that back in. If you have a very small flat bladed screwdriver, what you want to do is just put that in the front there, and what it does, it disengages the little latches, and then just pull that up, and there we go, that's disconnected. What we need to do now is plug in your little loom. So what we do is push that into there. You should actually hear it click into place. Just one thing to mention, these little white housings can come away with the connector. Don't panic, the pins are soldered in. If that does happen, you just push the white connector housing back onto the pins. We'll take this now, just plug that in, make sure it's clicked in. So that's in, and the other one's clicked in properly. Just make sure these wires are down out of the way so when you close the case they don't get trapped. And that's all looking good. So what we'll do now, take the rear case again. You want to plug in the battery connector, again make sure it's clicked down properly. It's the first of the 4 ways, that's clicked in, and there's the second one. And there we go. So just make sure that there's no wires that are going to get trapped. I'll just put 2 screws in to shorten the sequence a little bit. So that's 1 and 2. We'll pop the batteries back in now. Just be careful with the polarity of the batteries. Make sure they're the right way around. Pop the back on. And there you go. So now when I turn that on I can actually feel the transmitter vibrating whenever the alarm goes. Thanks very much for watching the video and hope to see you on the next one.